ZeldaSpeedRuns After Dark. We've got a little bit of a late match today. We've got the Zelda 2 Randomizer Max Runner tournament. We've got BuzzThunder facing off against RoseCitySaint today. So, hello and welcome. Today, unfortunately, you might notice we do not have our commentator display today, and that is because our bot format has gone down. So, if you'd like to announce yourself with your full names, please. Hello, Jackimus. How's it going? Hello? You here? There you go. Oh, your mic is a little bit... Is that normal? Just wondering. Your mic's a little bit weird. Yeah, please turn it up. Your mic's a little bit weird today, but yeah. Much better. Much better. And we've got Jake Hopper. Nah, it's fine now. And we've got Jake Hopper. Hey, how's it going? And I believe Rico of Kukui will be tracking today and not commentating, but you can correct me on that if I'm wrong. But yeah, I will be getting a if we can't get the bot ready today, we can't hear Jack. Interesting. Oh yeah, because sorry, you have to introduce yourself again because I'm just totally messed up today and I forgot to unmute the VC. So sorry about it. Hello, Jackie. How's it going? I'm so sorry.
It's going just as fine as it was whenever you asked me the first time, but I hope everyone can hear how fine I am doing tonight now.
Yep, yes they can. And Jay Cooper, how's it going?
I'm good. I'm sure you can hear me now. So.
Yep. Right, so we will have a, I will try and get an alternative voice call display up for today, just for today. Normally we'd have a bot for that, but looks like the race is about to start. We don't have audio on the first perspective, so we'll actually swap that too as well quickly. Actually, no, they just don't have audio because I'm completely messed up today. You can tell it's a little bit later today, but yeah. We'll get that up as soon as possible. Looks like...
Are we gonna get some streams on the restream?
Yep, we have we have sound on the restream now, I hope. I assume we just don't have sound right now. Oh, that's beautiful. Apparently we have like a delay to set. I will fix that as well from last match. There's been a little bit of
Oh, okay. All right, now I got streams up here. That's good.
Alright, looks like the race is about to start here. So we'll leave you to it. And apologies for the tech issues. I will get a voice call display on soon, but good luck and have fun on the race.
Yeah, we're ready to go. 6 hearts, fairy start, 1 gem, glove, boots, cross, key.
Looks like this could be a pretty quick one, depending on where Great Palace is. If we've got pretty much everything we need to explore any dungeons, but Great Palace is on the other side, we are going to need to track down a raft.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest question right now.
Yeah, we've got a couple of towns. Both players seeing the back half of Life Town and now the front half of Jump Town.
Yeah, I think I'd want to level up Fairy pretty quickly here so that we can cross Life Town. Or a nice way to get a spell and maybe get to the northern half of this continent.
Yeah, could very well be. Well, both players are in the exact same item cave right now. Looks like it's Vanilla Heart Container Cave. There's going to be something at the back of this one.
Both of them taking Life 2. Can't blame Life 2 is nice. Especially when you gotta deal with the Grias in the dark.
Absolutely. Nice steep levels early on here, and those 100 points are going to help get another quick level here. Both players taking Magic too. We'll see if Fairy's castable. Not quite yet, unfortunately. See if their paths diverge anywhere here. They've both gone in relatively the same direction so far. Into Death Mountain, out of Death Mountain. RCS is heading up along the big, long path to another cave, and we've got BuzzThunder checking out the swamp tile. Just a magic refill there.
that was a really interesting geographic feature there where RCS found that cave. We've got plenty of lives to start, so that there isn't too costly.
Yeah, we did start with quite a few extra links on this one, always nice. 500 points for BuzzThunder here. And Buzz is going to wisely put that into attack. Try to get some quicker kills here, and another level into magic. Maybe that'll make Fairy castable. Have to see next time he opens the pause menu. Yep, just barely castable at 63 out of 64 MP.
That'll be good. It doesn't seem like we have downstab yet either, so they can now get downstab as well as going through Lifetown.
Absolutely. Downstab will be a huge boon to make combat so much easier. We've got RCS struggling a little bit through Medicine Cave here, but can't blame him. Red areas can be quite nasty in the dark. Well, it's going to be a magic container for RCS, so that means Fairy is castable for him as well now.
Yeah, sure is. Doesn't even need that extra magic level. Still wouldn't blame him for taking it to see if Fairy goes down even more, but no rush now. A little surprising that RCS didn't just up an A after.
Well, RCS pretty close to life level 3, so
yep.
Yeah, there's that up an A now. Just wanted one quick kill for that extra level. And we're going to get the spell over on BuzzThunder's side here, inside Sealed Town. Let's see what it is.
Looks like it's the life spell.
It is indeed the life spell. And
never
that's quite
required.
useful, depending on how nasty the palaces that they'll have to go through are. Little extra staying power when needed, perhaps?
So we haven't seen a single palace yet. Oh, it looks like the other half of Lifetown is in the south here. So
Yep.
That's not going to be a good way to get to the north.
Very not necessary, at least for this part of it. Looks like we've got Palace 4 over on RCS's side, and he's just going to say maybe later.
Yeah, that's probably not going to be one we're going to see the inside of.
I'd highly doubt it unless we end up with a raft search here.
Yeah, raft or a flute
yeah.
could always be required. That'd
That
be something. Or maybe a spell item for thunder. That could be a thing. Who knows where the seed will take us. Got an early Spectacle Rock sighting in Death Mountain here.
Yeah, second Death Mountain cave made that fairly obvious, and we've seen another pretty easily accessible boulder block cave, so the hammer will unlock a couple of item locations pretty easily once that's discovered, if it's discovered, I suppose. RCS right behind Buzz inside the good half of Lifetown here. Buzz just plowing through that swamp like Atreyu in that one movie.
Got Reflect there, so if we get another magic level, we could just go and beat Palace 4. That might not be the worst idea in the world, especially if we want to check there for the raft anyway.
Absolutely, it's certainly on the table for both of our runners now. Spectacle Rock sighting for Buzz as well now. So both players have spread out a little bit here, but by and large, they both have pretty much the exact same amount of information right now. I'd say the main difference here is that Buzz has a very slight numerical advantage with that Magic 3.
Yeah, whereas RCS has a extra magic container.
RCS plowing through that large swamp now as well. Nothing of note in there, unfortunately, so just a little bit of time waster walking around on the overworld.
Yeah, this race is the loser's final, so the winner of this race will face Trails in the grand finals of the tournament.
Yep, still will be an uphill battle for the winner of this, as it is double elimination. Trails only needs one win, whereas tonight's victor is going to need to take 2 in a row over Trails to claim the Grand Championship. And north side of the continent is accessible via the boots, so we have Buzz heading up that way now.
Oh, I kind of forgot that we had the boots. That's a good way to get up to the north. I would always choose that way.
When it's open, absolutely. And we have Fairytown for Buzz, so Buzz is going to pick up that downstab here momentarily. And RCS has picked up his life spell.
Yeah, it seems unlikely that hints are going to be necessary in this one, so I would be more than happy to just look for those palaces.
Interesting visual anomaly there on Buzz's side. We had a little bit of text bleeding into the wall inside the sword master's room there. And attack level 3 for RCS inside of this one is just a P-Bag cave normally, and that's exactly what's in here. Those 500 points we saw Buzz get earlier. So a nice even 3-3-3 split for RCS level-wise now.
There's a grass tile up there, potentially. And this is either 2 or 5. 5. Let's stay out of 5.
Yeah, Palace 5, definitely the largest non-Great Palace, potentially at least. And wonder if Buzz saw that grass tile at the top of the screen. You have to think he'd be heading back there right away if he did, but luckily it's right in the middle, so he won't miss it this pass around. What do we got inside Stonehenge? Well, there's the raft. So, probably good to pick that up, because we've seen 2 palaces on this side of the world already, and neither of them are the Great Palace, so looking very likely that that raft is going to be required.
Another item cave here. At this point, the flute would probably be the best thing to find, because that would guarantee that we can get to a Great Palace.
Yeah, we'd have any potential roadblocks taken care of by finding the flute here. That would be the last possible required item, unless Thunderbird's in the way and Thunder's hidden behind one of our many potential spell item locks. That could take quite a bit of time to sort out. Last palace on the western side, 3 or 6. So Great Palace definitely over in Eastern Hyrule.
Buzz is going to take a quick dip into here, see if there's a fast boss, or what might happen here. I think that this is 6 already. I believe.
A little tough to tell from this first room here. Based on the second room, I'm pretty sure it's 3, with the respawning enemies in that hallway. But Buzz not seemingly particularly interested in that at the moment here. And no need to overcommit to any palace just yet, because we know that some of the easier ones, namely Palace 1, are going to be over on that eastern side somewhere.
Yeah, we could definitely find 1 or 2 in the east. I don't know if Reflect is castable at Magic 3. I also don't know if Buzz actually got Reflect. I guess
yeah, Reflect is 56 at Magic 3, so Reflect is good to go. 4 is on the table if our runners so choose.
Yeah, it's not a bad plan. I guess 1 would be optimal, but So we're definitely not going to need the medicine. We do have the fairy spell in the medicine slot, so...
Well, old man was right. Buzz is currently not able to cast that fire spell he just picked up.
Oh, he got the fire spell. Of course, that could be pretty significant. That might end up being thunder, and that would make a huge difference in Great Palace, as we've seen in some past races.
Absolutely, if you can get a really high magic level and keep fire, Thunder becomes spammable, and that can make your life so much easier. RCS has picked up his raft, and is now heading into Vanilla Magic Container Cave. We know there's just a few points at the back of this one, nothing mandatory, but still useful.
Oh, by the way, we did see RCS use the life spell a bit ago, and it only filled 1 heart, so that is not something that we're going to want to be relying on. And we found the desert tile with an item.
Disappointing. A lot of desert tiles. Ocean tile's a guaranteed item. Check that one first. Buzz thinking about it and elects to cancel Life 4, at least for now. We found a child for BuzzThunder.
Definitely curious how Buzz is going to manage his experience here.
Well, early exploration on the east side, I think it's alright to skip a couple levels and focus on attack, because you know there's a ton of free 500 point bags laying around still.
Yeah, we've also only got 1 gem to take advantage of as far as getting a big boost in XP at the end, so it'll just be interesting to see how he deals with that. RCS is dipping into this palace as well here. And he goes a little bit beyond the first room, so let's see what he decides to do. If he's going to actually complete this. Well, the boss is right there in 3. BuzzThunder electing not to go any further and misses out on what would have been a very fast clear for his 1 gem. So this will definitely be a nice advantage for RCS, but it's certainly not completely decided yet. By no means necessary. A lot can still happen here. RCS definitely lined up a little far to the right. I'm not sure if the floor pattern threw him off or what, but he's taken down Rebanak here.
Yeah, a little bit off-center, but able to knock him back to the left side of the screen and get on there for that bunny hop kill. And RCS is going to take magic level 4. Thinking about it, and no, not going to place the gem quite yet. Probably
That's interesting.
Try to
so
get
he's
a quick
going
kill here and get attack 4 as well, would be my guess.
Yeah, get 2 levels out of this. Maybe attack 4 and life 5, I guess. He's gonna go and kill this blue iron knuckle, I suppose.
Yeah, the blue iron knuckle won't be too bad once you get it pinned underneath and you can jackhammer into it, but RCS not having luck getting inside that blue iron knuckles hitbox. And over on Buzz's side, we're starting to explore Maze Island a little bit here.
Doesn't look like the friendliest Maze Island layout so far, but we got Palace 2. I replaced that gem.
That'd be Palace 2 on Maze Island. Well, one of the drops is right next to it. Well, we have the candle for a non-required item, it certainly has its uses. Makes a lot of cave sections a lot easier to navigate. RCS finally pops that blue iron knuckle, so RCS, I am assuming, is going to just head back and place that gem right away and start looking for Great Palace.
I don't know. I don't understand why he wouldn't have just taken like 5 and then placed the gem. That's a weird way to manage experience. He's only getting 160 out of this gem this way.
We'll probably have to ask about that after the race here, I suppose. But yeah, looking at Maze Island, there's a fair amount of required encounters to get anywhere before you can get to that all-important river and take a few shortcuts here and there. So Buzz looks like he's seen enough of Maze Island and is going to head back to the mainland. Got Firetown over on RCS's side as he makes his way over to Eastern Hyrule. Firestell in Firetown, who'd have thunk it? That's what's going to end up here.
Alright, Buzz is checking out Valley of Death.
Yeah, not Valley of Death themed random encounters, which is always nice, but we do have the most cluttered desert encounters, full of Lizalfos and Scorpions here, so not exactly pleasant, but it seems like most of the nasties are off to the right side in those encounters. Ooh, mace to the face. But really nice pause buffering by Buzz there to get the random encounter over the 4th tile here.
Alright, you have to finish Palace 1. There's just no question about this.
Yep, it's 12 rooms at maximum, so it's always over pretty quick. Perhaps not as quick as that Palace 3 was for RCS, but of course that could just be right here to the right, you never know. There's attack level 4 for Buzz.
Yeah, I think ideally Buzz would get over the hump to get just a little boost for get up to the attack 5 experience level, and then maybe he can dump that into life and magic.
It certainly would be a smart play, since that attack level 5 is going to require a solid 2,000-ish points by now, so that would translate into probably 2 or 3 levels for the other stats combined after gem placement.
Yeah, 1 of each at minimum. And I would say, since the boss wasn't free in here, I would just go ahead and get the item, because you never know if you're going to be flute locked. We haven't seen the other palaces in the east here yet.
Yeah, that's true. There's a non-zero chance that Great Palace could be underneath Three-Eyed Rock, and that'll send both of our runners on a bit of a scavenger hunt all across the world looking for that flute. And there's Upstab for RCS over inside of Reflect Town.
Oh, I think that's what I was going to say. A little surprising that they both picked up Upstab, but that's something that they'll both have now and not have to worry about.
Well, it's a potential 20th second loss to pick it up, but there are rare palaces where you do need Upstab to progress. So perhaps not a bad grab if you're already in the town to see what the spell is. And we've got Shield for RCS as well now.
Hopefully for Buzz's sake, this is not the leftward dead end. It is.
It is unfortunate. So there's a couple long hallways Buzz is going to have to walk back through here.
Yeah, he's gonna have to go back down if he wants to get the spell. Or the item, I mean. I think you're kind of committed at this point, so I would just go down and bite the bullet.
I think that's probably the correct play to make here. You know exactly where the item is at this point because you've found the other dead end. So it's just a matter of getting there.
Well, it looks like he's going right first, but he could be going right to place the gem and then coming back to go down to the left.
Yeah, it's a smart way to play. Let the experience tick up while you're exploring and looking for that item. Easy horsehead kill for Buzz here.
RCS not doing
over
the...
on Maze Island now too. Gonna find presumably the candle, and the unfortunate news that the palace here is Palace 2 and not the one that he's looking for.
Interesting call by Buzz on multiple fronts there, to take attack 5 for one thing, and also to not go back and get that item.
I'm thinking Buzz may be having a gut feeling that there's going to be a mandatory Thunderbird fight in this one.
Yeah, that may be what he's preparing for.
I mean, Buzz is certainly one of the highest level players here. Maybe the life level is not something most people would be comfortable with, but Buzz is good enough that he should be able to get away with the life level 3 Great Palace, and starting with 6 heart containers certainly doesn't hurt either. All depends on how much Thunder costs whenever that's discovered, if it's required.
Yeah, Life 4 should be easy enough to come by anyway. All we need to do is grab another 500 point bag and we'll have it. We got a potential flute block to the north there as well.
Yeah, River Devil looks like it's actually doing something in this seed. I don't think we've checked every pass-through cave, or rather any pass-through caves on the east yet though, so there might be another way around it. Little caution from Buzz there to avoid that flying eyeball at the end of the room. See what the item is in this cave. It's a heart container.
Well, when you have a sliver of health, that's not the worst thing.
And then a magic shower drop, so that'll top Buzz off. Pretty nice. RCS making his way through the Valley of Death. We're going to discover Palace 1 for RCS momentarily. Then we'll see how RCS decides to play it.
I can't imagine that he would go after that item, but... I think Buzz is in need of a...
At this point, when you've seen 5 palaces and you're not sure if Three-Eyed Rock is in play, maybe you take a chance on the flute being there while you're already through the Valley of Death. But RCS is going to say, nah, not interested right now. Going to turn back around and keep exploring the east.
So, 2 interesting things we're seeing on Buzz's side there. We saw a new Kasuto that's hammer blocked, and it looks like there's a desert path up there that I'm not sure that we've seen. It might be possible to take that up to the north.
Could very well be. There's a useless speed drop for Buzz. Also, Buzz skipping life 3 there, probably wanting to pump up that magic level in case Thunder's pretty expensive here. Well, RCS is back out of the Valley of Death and gonna head north on the water here. But we know that all was up there was just a cave with a heart container inside.
Buzz is finally taking this desert path to see what's beyond this.
Looks like it should lead to the northern part of the continent. Yeah, it does open up at the top here, so it's possible we have access to the entire continent already.
Oh, we'll ruffle up with that encounter skip there. Looks like Buzz is just gonna walk through instead. If he makes it through. And he's just gonna take the death. Probably fairy feet at this point.
Yep, there it is, immediate fairy feet. Pretty good call. I mean, you can take deaths intentionally when you start with as many lives as they did this time around. So by process of elimination, this is going to be old Kasudo, so we'll see what spell we have laying around inside here.
We still haven't seen what fire does, have we? It looks like RCS might have enough magic to cast it, but...
Buzz in and out of the pause menu too quick for me to catch what spell we got there.
Yeah, I wasn't looking either. It was shield?
Shield was in Reflect Town, so it couldn't have been that. But
Yeah.
We did just find Palace 6 there. There's only one palace left to be found, and it's the Great One. And if there's a three-eyed rock, well, we're gonna need to track down that flute.
Yeah, we are running out of options quickly.
Looks like Buzz has found the path, but the River Devil was blocking. I'm assuming that if we head down a bit, we'll see that River Devil. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, where is this palace? Be up there somewhere.
RCS a little slower on the draw, so yes, it was jump inside of new, rather old Kasudo.
There's our last
There's
palace.
Great Palace, just north of the river.
So, Buzz first into GP, like 30 minutes on the dot. The biggest question now is, where is Dark Link? And is Thunderbird going to be recorded?
We'll just have to wait and see. Great Palace, always the largest one, can be quite short if the Rando generates it that way, however. And it looks like BuzzThunder just got BuzzThundered.
He did, but I think he's happy with a giant pot there to get rid of that blue bird knight.
You're supposed to have despawned.
Certainly a far less threatening enemy.
Tried one.
Well, we have a drop right away. And RCS only 40 seconds behind entering Great Palace here. This is going to be a pretty close finish here, no matter what happens, I think.
It's certainly shaping up to be that way. Unless Thunder ends up being required, who knows what'll happen then, because we might need to get some spell items. Specifically the trophy, I suppose. Or we might need to get the hammer, and we don't know where the hammer might be. The trophy we could go and get the hint for, but the hammer... that could just be anywhere, and might not have a hint out there.
Yeah, another blue Foca in the room right after the drop. Not the nicest Grand Palace so far, and we haven't really even seen any junctions yet.
Buzz not making use of that shield spell that I could see. Now he casts it. Maybe he did have it casted.
Fire hoping for a Hail Mary Thunder, but it is not linked to Thunder. Confirmed now.
Nicely done by RCS to get out of the room without a death. At this point, there's not a whole lot you could
tight
do
moment
to...
for Buzz there as well.
Well, that 1-up is way better than any magic refill.
Absolutely.
You can't really refill your health, so you just gotta kind of go with what you're given.
Well, there is a fairy room coming up for RCS after this waffle room and subsequent elevator leading down. Buzz elected to go down in the fairy room. Now we've got Buzz in a very nasty bridge room.
I'm generally a fan of going up. You can end up in a... what some people might call like a paperclip room.
Yeah,
as opposed to...
Always feels nice to go up in Great Palace.
I guess that the other option there was left, and I would rather go down than left, I suppose. Since we're... Darkwing could be in any passage going to the right. Ooh, we found the back of the bad side of the L7.
Yep. It's going to be pretty risky to want to take any drops now that you know that one of them is just going to bring you back.
Yeah, but a drop could definitely be required. Looks like
RCS in and out of the L7's room, so Buzz about 15-ish seconds ahead of RCS, progression-wise, in this Great Palace right now.
Was that the L7 room already? I thought that Buzz went through a room to get there, but apparently... Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking happened.
There's about a 2/3 of a room difference between the runners right now.
Yeah, absolutely insane race we got going on here. And very much a lot of suspense with where is Darkwing and where is Thunderbird.
This is not a fun-looking waffle room.
Oh, we're gonna be pounding away on this guy. Nice benefit of attack 5, it won't take quite as long.
Unfortunately for RCS, only at attack level 4, and based on the damage we saw against Horsehead on Buzz's side, that attack level 4 is playing like attack level 3. RCS, though, is going to kind of jump and go over the top. A little risky the way that the fireballs work on those spicy chickens, but worked out for him this time. Not quite so much on the second group here, and we've got the Eon drop now on Buzz's side. Have to think he's going to want to not go down that hole after seeing a previous potential send back.
Well, he's going to have to pick
another hole. Oh my.
That's not a big surprise, I think. One of these is right, and one of these is likely very wrong.
That certainly seems to be the case. But which one is it? Which one do you take a chance on? Well, I think good for the pacing of the race, both runners are going to take the same drop, and it's the wrong one!
And both of them are feeling pretty bad right now. You can see RCS shaking his head.
Yeah, they must both be thinking, oh man, I hope that doesn't cost me the race, but little do they know, they're basically dead even here. RCS is electing to turn around, perhaps to go left at that fairy room. Looks like Buzz is just going to press on back to the Eon drop and take that.
I wouldn't want to go left at the fairy room. That could just be like vanilla, the 1-up room right there. I think I would just go back and take that Eon drop.
I'm thinking RCS might be thinking that there's a possibility that it could be the other side of the 7's room and drop down through there.
Certainly could be.
Well, our paths have officially diverged in the Great Palace now. So now this is getting really tense. It's not going to be a matter of who gets through the chosen, I guess, meta the quickest, because we've split up completely now. Not enough magic for RCS to make the save there. Still has a couple of lives left, though, fortunately. Well, there's a paperclip room to the left of the fairy room. That could be good.
Could be, but Buzz is already back to the Eon drop, and down he goes.
And Buzz probably falls into the room he'd least like to see. 2 ways to go, so this could be... Buzz could be literally anywhere inside the Great Palace now.
It could be that both of these paths lead to Dark Link, and that way leads to a dead end, but RCS still has one other way to go back here, I think, to the left, and that could lead him to the other drop. And Buzz also
And Buzz finds another different dead end. Not the dead end they want. They want that Dark Link dead end. We've got a paperclip room for Buzz here, heading to the right still.
More choices for RCS here. He can go up or left.
And
Oh,
Buzz
Buzz
found Dark Link first.
That was the right choice.
Unfortunate for RCS deciding to head the other way and not check out that Eon drop. We could have had a real close one otherwise. But barring some miracle, I think Buzz is going to win this one and get a well-deserved rematch against Trail Zed in our grand final. So congratulations, BuzzThunder, you're the winner tonight.
Looks like RCS has found another drop. Said I think this could just lead through the through that other drop room, so it's possible that both ways can lead to Dark Link. Hopefully this does not lead to Thunderbird.
Well, a couple of choices to make for RCS here, so I don't think this is in the same general area that Buzz was. Actually, this second elevator junction is looking a little familiar here. If we see a dead end, then RCS is only 2 rooms away from Dark Link.
He decided
Nope,
to
it was a different one because there wasn't a red Foca there, so no, that was not the correct way. Looks like we're getting a little bit of swag finish over on Buzz's side here. RCS is just on finish up mode here, so not really any pressure at this point, assuming RCS has had an eye on Hexcat. Disappointing to be fair, but RCS is going to finish this thing out. Just gotta wait for RCS to get back to that Eon drop, and it should be over pretty quickly.
Oh, there's Buzz joining us.
Hello.
Hey, GG,
Hello,
congrats.
Buzz. Congratulations.
Hey, I'm sorry, we can't really play that on stream. So I had to pause your stream on the restream. Sorry about that.
No, that's alright. That's alright. That's an old relic that I've been doing forever. It's a victory dance. Thanks for the GG's, fellas.
Congrats on the W.
Yeah, thanks. It was, I don't know. I was after I took that loop of a drop there at the end. Was expecting a dot done any second, so I almost double backed to the fairy room because I was on my last life.
It's funny that you should mention that, because you and RCS both fell down that loop literally seconds apart. The reason why you haven't seen a dot done from RCS yet is because he did go back and check left at that fairy room.
Yeah, it felt like a coin flip there, and I was lucky that I found that other fairy too, because I don't know if I would have survived to get the other way. So races like this, that's not terribly surprising that it comes down to that one decision or a coin flip.
Were you spending a lot of time prepping for a potential Thunderbird fight in your leveling and whatnot in this race here?
Basically, it was just grab everything as I go for the most part, just because, maybe I needed Thunder. I mean, I got as many spells as I could. That's why I doubled back to Denver after I found the kid. Leveling... Yeah, not really. But, it was basically, I don't know if I'm gonna need, the hammer to get Thunder, or the flute to even enter GP, so it was just kind of... We ended up grabbing kind of a lot of items on the way there, because basically it was the last thing I found in the overworld was the way that it was laid out. GP was the very last thing.
Yeah, it was a little surprising that you didn't go back for the item in one as long as you were there, since you had finished and there was only a good 1 or 2 rooms left where that would lead to the item there. And like you said, it could have been flute blocked or something.
Yeah, there was I did take that one left at where Horsehead was, and it was just like a string of rooms that led to a dead end. But after that, I was like, oh, I already wasted a minute doing that, so I'm gonna just cut my losses and get out of there. Hope that it's not important.
Yeah, I guess it ended up being the right call, I suppose. You certainly didn't need whatever was in there.
Hey, you didn't really need much of anything in this seed, I don't think, other than the raft.
Yeah. So, funny thing about RCS's palace, the one he completed was 3. Guess how many rooms beyond where you went in 3 the boss was?
Probably 1.
Yes, the very next room.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it was that point where I was just like, it's like a split decision. Like, should I do this? Should I go in here? What am I gonna do? But it's like, well, I'm probably gonna find one anyways, and it's more exploration in this kind of seed is more important than placing that first gem, especially when one's out there on the table. But apparently that would have been the play. Would have been a lot quicker that way.
And RCS is now finished up with an official time of 45 minutes, 28 seconds.
Alright, looks like he's going to be on his way here in just a moment. It was a really crazy race to watch.
Yeah, I look forward to going back and watching it. So, thanks for the restream, guys. Have a good evening. I'm out of here.
Alright, thanks, Buzz. Congrats. Good luck with Trails rematch.
Yeah, I only got to beat that guy twice. No problem.
It's a tough order. You can definitely do it, but definitely a tough order.
I have confirmation from RoseCitySaint who will be joined in for an interview. Hey, there you are. There, perfect timing. How are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
It was a good race until one decision, I believe. One decision. I don't do much with this game. I don't do much with any Zelda game, but from what I can tell from the commentary, it came down to a coin flip.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, you can tell just by the time that we both finished in. I can tell it was the Eon drop versus not the Eon drop. Do you guys have me still? Did I cut out?
What?
Nope,
Yeah.
You're with us here.
Oh, okay,
RCS.
yes. So, yeah, it was
Would
obviously
it
the
surprise
drop.
you to hear that you and Buzz both found the loop into the wrong half of the L7's room merely seconds apart? It was that close until you headed back to the fairy room.
Yeah, I'm not surprised to hear that at all. You could tell just by the layout of the map and the items and whatnot that this was going to be pretty fast, barring a T-bird block. I'm, not surprised at all to hear that we were only seconds apart in GP. And then even we took, or at least I took the wrong drop, and you make it sound like Buzz did too, right? Is that right?
Yeah, you both took the same drop.
Okay, yes. So at that point there, I was toasted by my decision to backtrack a couple rooms and go left at the fairy room instead of circling back and taking the Eon drop. That would have been the right decision. So yeah, that was just an unfortunate set of 50-50s. I didn't exactly breeze through the seed. I wasn't feeling too good heading into GP, so yeah, I think I stopped for too many creature comforts. I took my time a little bit too much.
Maybe a bit. You're only about 40 seconds behind Buzz entering Great Palace, and you did make up quite a bit of time there. You got through some of those waffle rooms with a lot less difficulty than Buzz did, and it was really tight until you guys split up. You basically explored all the rooms in the exact same order up until then.
Yeah, not too surprising. Just a matter of once you hit that drop, you hit the L7 loop. Just do I want to hike back to the Eon drop, or do I want to go back to the different, unexplored territory with the fairy room? So, yeah, that's just the way the cookie crumbles on this. I've had such good luck in these tournaments lately. Insanely good luck. I was due for sort of a taste of my own medicine there.
Well, the tournament is unfortunately over for you, but you are officially our bronze medal winner, and maybe it didn't end with a victory for you, but how do you feel about coming third in this tournament?
Oh, I'll take it. I'm pretty pleased with the bronze. I never expected to win the Max Rando last year. I'm not especially good with the Max Rando for that same reason I mentioned earlier. I just like to take my time and pick up too many creature comforts early in the game like that. I don't like to leave things early unexplored, and that works against me a lot in Max Rando, so I have to sort of fight my own tendencies. It comes a little unnaturally for me compared to standard, so I'm happy. I got my revenge on Nightcrawler last week. That was one of the main things I cared about. And so to exact revenge and podium in the tournament is a good feeling.
Yeah, it was a beautiful restream. I definitely enjoyed how close you were to two. Is there like how close you two were like between the rooms? Even though many people don't know this, but I'm literally just stream tech. I got accepted as stream tech for Zelda speedruns when I haven't even played a single Zelda. So, but yeah, I enjoyed that. There was absolutely amazing commentary, made it understandable for like even people that haven't played the game. So that was beautiful from you, Jackimus and Jake Hopper. Again, we don't have our commentary displayed right now due to some tech issues with our bot, but it was a beautiful race, beautiful restream. If there's any last things you want to say, then stage is all yours.
I want to congratulate Buzz and wish him good luck against Fails, and thank you all for the commentary and the restreams and whatnot. I've had a lot of fun.
It's been a pleasure to watch you play in the tournament too, RCS.
All right, great. Yeah, I hope it was good to watch too. It sounds like an awfully close one. It was obviously a nail biter, so I'm glad the fans got their money's worth.
Absolutely. If you have 40 minutes to spare, do yourself a favor and watch this one back. It was certainly very exciting all the way through.
All right, amen. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good night.
Thanks, RCS, for quite a race to watch there.
All right, you're welcome.